Hi, welcome to your Jay Feather by Jayco 24RL. Let's start our tour on the outside of your new trailer. We'll start out front. Here we have the power tongue jack. This power tongue jack also has a convenient light for any nighttime loading. We also have a port here that comes off so you can use your manual crank. If this for some reason does not work, that crank is stored in your front compartment. Up front we also have your safety breakaway switch for your braking system. If the trailer becomes detached from your vehicle for any reason, this will pull the pin and apply the brakes to the trailer. Here we also have a solar ready connection for a solar panel you may wish, and we also have our battery storage. Of note, on the front of the trailer we also have your propane storage and regulator. If your propane switch is pointed in this direction, it will be drawing from this tank. However, if this tank empties, you do not have to manually turn this to this tank, as even if it's pointed to this tank, it will automatically draw from this one as soon as this one is empty. So let's continue around the outside of the trailer. Here we'll notice that you have an outdoor shower. We have the connection for your city water. We have your low point drains. We also have your black and gray water. So as we continue along the outside of the trailer, you will note these blue accent lights. The switch for them can be found inside your front storage compartment, along with the light and the GFCI receptacle. We have your cord for your park camping. We have your tabletop barbecue adapter. We have the manual crank for your front power tongue jack that I mentioned earlier. And we also have the crank for your stabilizing jacks. These are not meant to level the trailer. You should have the trailer mostly level before you engage these jacks. So we'll continue on the outside of your trailer. This would be the outside and rear of your fridge. It's important to keep this clear at all times as it provides a vent for the fridge unit. It's also important that this remains protruding from the vent cover at all times, as it is the drain for the fridge. Here is the outside access for the hot water tank. Here you'll notice the drain plug and the pressure valve. This is the filling for your freshwater tank. Right above that we have a mount for an outside TV. That would be underneath your nice awning here. Here we have output for your cable TV and satellite antenna. And you'll also notice that you have speakers that work with the unit inside to play music outside. Here we have your outdoor fridge. Very handy, so you don't have to go into the trailer. We also have a light. If we move around to the rear of the trailer, first you'll notice the ladder that gives you access to the roof. Then you'll notice your outdoor barbecue, which connects to the trailer via this port here with this valve for the propane. This would be the off position now. That would be the on position. So part of your outdoor barbecue system would be the drip tray and a quick connect hose for the propane. So we have quick connect at this end and a quick connect as well at this end. It's important to make sure when you're done with the barbecue that the propane valve is in the off position. Come around to the other back rear corner of the trailer. You will notice the input for the cable or TV, as well as the 30 amp power supply for the trailer. If you'll follow me to the interior of your new Jayco trailer, we'll come up the steps and inside the unit. The first thing we notice is a button to extend or retract your awning. We have a switch for your awning light, a switch for your main set of living room lights. We also have a switch for electric use of the hot water tank, gas use of the water tank, and for the water pump if you wish to draw water from the freshwater tank. Here you'll also note we have a fire extinguisher and the power supply or power center for the trailer. Here you'll see all of your fuses and all of your breakers. Let's continue into the trailer. Here we'll notice the carbon monoxide detector or propane gas detector. You press the button here to test that periodically, but you will hit an alarm if this unit detects gas. Have your fridge. Your trailer's fridge will work on electric and gas. If this button is out, then it will be drawing from the propane system. We have your gas range and oven. The range comes with an automatic lighting system, whereas the oven, you have to manually light the pilot. You do so, turn to the light position, press and hold, and light. Right beneath here we have the inside access to the rear of your hot water tank. Here you have two valves that are used to bypass the hot water tank, basically putting the hot water tank into a summer mode, like you're going to use the hot water tank in a trailer, or a winter mode. You're bypassing the rest of the system and you're going to drain the tank. And the access is hidden away in here. Next we'll come over to this cabinet here. Here you'll notice there is an access panel that will give you access to the water pump. In order to draw from the freshwater tank, you have to make sure that the switch is in this position. So we'll move to the rear of the trailer, where you'll notice your love seat, which folds out into additional sleeping quarters. We'll also notice your emergency exit. Flip both of these up fully and just push the window out and you can escape to safety. Of note here, you'll also see your main table. This will allow you to remove the legs, placing the tabletop on here on both sides will give you additional sleeping. Next, we have your TV and stereo system. You have Bluetooth capabilities with this system. You also have 1 and 2 zones, 1 being inside the trailer and 2 being the speakers that were on the outside of the trailer that I showed you. Of note with this is this button here, which switches you between antenna and your cable or satellite. Here you'll notice some venting for your air conditioning. There will be further vents throughout the trailer that you can use to control the air conditioning and the cool airflow in your trailer. We'll also see you have a manual crank for your satellite or antenna at the top of the trailer. Next we'll move to the thermostat in the unit. It has a capacitive touch button, meaning that you don't really have to press it very hard. Just a light press and you'll switch between fan, air conditioning, and heating. You can use these buttons to control the temperature, or you can turn the unit off altogether. Next we'll enter the bathroom, and you'll see that you have a switch for your light and a switch for your fan. The fan being here in the vent with a manual crank for that vent. You have your full shower. You also have an emergency exit in the bedroom. To engage, you simply remove from its holder, fully push it out through the hole, and then remove the screen. You may escape to safety. You'll also notice in the bedroom that you have a connection point for a TV here as well. The main lights in the bedroom are controlled by a light switch. Back into the bathroom here, one other note I'd like to make is if you partially depress the toilet lever, you will fill the bowl with water, but it will not exit the system. If you press it all the way, then it will exit the system. So that concludes your tour of your new Jayco Jay Feather 24RL trailer. I hope you enjoy it for many years to come.